here. The topic I want to talk about today is why you don't need to direct message people to make money online. Okay, who's ready to learn exactly what you have to do? Because I will share with you guys. Oh, and by the way, when you're jumping on, please let me know where you're watching from. In YouTube, if you're watching the replay, please let me know you're watching the replay. And YouTube, I probably need to have you up like right here. But unfortunately, I have nothing to put you up there. So I'm going to be going back and forth. So, okay, I'm traveling and, I just am Miss Simpleton. I don't have any fancy equipment to build my business. I literally just got a tripod and a phone, and then I use my computer for YouTube. So I'm telling you guys, you don't have to spend any money on equipment to build a business. Just use what you already have. California in the house. Hey, I'm close to you right now. I'm in Las Vegas. So this time difference, like I got up this morning at, was it 5:30, which I didn't go to bed till 1:30. But 5:30, oh my goodness, it's been crazy. But hey, we're good. Now next week, I'm going to jump ahead 3 hours. Crazy. Like, yeah, what time is it in South Africa right now? Love it. Okay, let's get going. I want to talk about this because let me kind of give you a little bit of my background. My background is I was in network marketing. So I'm a mom of 6 and I'm a grandma to 5. And time with my family has always been the most important thing. And so I never wanted to miss moments with my family. And so I tried everything so I could be home with my children and my grandchildren, right? Because I'm like, I didn't put my kids in daycare. We're not putting the grandkids in daycare. They'll stay with me. So this was years and years and years ago, by the way. So I did network marketing. I didn't know there was another way. And the only way I built my network marketing business, and first of all, I need to explain to this, I'm an introvert. So this was super hard as an introvert. But let me share something with you. You know what was harder? Having to put my kids or my grandkids in daycare. So sometimes, my friend, when you go to do something new, it might be hard at first because it's different, but you always got to pick your hard. So like, for example, maybe some of you want to have your own online income, right? But it's hard to get started. But isn't it hard to be broke all the time? Isn't it hard to have to make financial decisions off of your bank account? Choose your hard, right? And so I chose my hard, and that was, I'm going to direct message people. Hey, my friend, how are you? I'm going to direct message people to make money, right? Hold on a second. Okay. So I made a list of people and I started direct messaging them. I went through my phone. I started text messaging people. How many of you can relate to this in network marketing? And that's what I did to build my business, completely out of my comfort zone. And I worked really, really, really hard in this industry. Matter of fact, I'm telling you, when I tell you I've lived on my phone, just direct messaging people in network marketing, I lived on my phone to a point that even when I wasn't working, like if I was hanging out with my kids, we were playing Monopoly or Uno. It was sorry a lot back then. My phone would be beside me, and if I got a notification and it was somebody who replied to one of my million messages I sent, I literally would be like, I'll be right back. I got to take this because it could have been a customer. And by the time I got back, the kid's already done. So I have to live with that, but I didn't know there was a better way. I'm telling you, in today's digital world, the way, yes, I used to sell Avon then, and I work as yes, so you understand. Yeah. Aw, I love hearing that, my friend. So I'm only sharing that with you guys because that's what I was taught in network marketing. Friend request people every day, comment so you can get attention from them, and DM people and make a list of your friends and your family. And literally, you know what they said to me? Bother them until they're dead. They'll forever be a potential prospect until they're dead. I'm like, okay, because I didn't want to miss moments with my kids. But I was missing a lot of moments with my kids, right? Because I was never home. And I did that. Then in 2022, I had enough of the industry. Not that I don't love the products. I love network marketing products, by the way. Love, love, love their products. It's the comp plan I don't like, probably because there is a better way. Here's what I mean. So, well, let me share with you why I quit grinding in network marketing. Because so some months I could get my income to 7,000 and it would just drop. Why did it drop? Because I would take a breather and spend time with my family. It was that rocky, right? You were constantly having to recruit. Gosh, I can't stand that word. It's like, I hate that. I'm like, can't stand that word. Anyway, you constantly had to recruit. And okay, so if you bought the program, just go inside the community and ask your questions and make sure you're going through the program step by step. Everything you need is in there, my friend. Make sure you're logging in and going through it. We've really simplified it so you don't have to wait for anybody. But once you're going through the program, just ask questions inside the community and make sure to attend the live call. I did a live call yesterday. Why weren't you on there so you could have got your questions answered? Those are important, you guys. Just like if you go to college, if you don't go to class, it's going to be hard, right? Make sure you're plugging in. Hey, my friend, how are you? And so that's exactly what I did. Okay. And my income in network marketing was a roller coaster. And then I think it was the summer of 2022. I was so excited, you guys, because I thought this was the moment. If you guys know anything about network marketing, they do corporate calls. And the company called a corporate call. And I was like, this is it. What they're going to announce is going to help me get to the 10K month, 6 figures in network marketing. I just knew it. We were so excited. We got on the call and they literally said, in their exact words, by the way, they were too loose with the comp plan. And they have to restructure the 10 and 3 bonus. Guess what? That's where most of my money was made. By the end of that call, my income dropped tremendously. It was probably dropped to 3,000, if not more. I don't know. It sounds better to say that because it's probably worse. But the scary part was you build teams in network marketing. And the scary part about that was people underneath me that were just making like $500 or $600, their income disappeared. And they were spending more money on products than they were making. And my phone was blowing up because they're like, what do we do? This is awful. What am I going to do? My husband's going to kill me. Oh my gosh. I mean, it was awful. And I'm sitting there trying to adjust the income I lost as well. I was like, how are we going to do this? They actually took a really cool comp plan and made it complicated. I'm only sharing that with you because I still love the products, by the way, but that was the moment I realized, holy crap, you don't have your own online business in network marketing. You're a contractor for network marketing. And I wanted ownership. I wanted control of my income. I didn't want no company, no boss, no employer to tell me what I could make or what I couldn't make or take it away from me. But I didn't know how. How many of you can relate to that? You want it, but you don't know how. That was me. So I spent months searching. How many of you have ever searched how to make money online? I Googled, I searched. I can't even tell you how many YouTube videos I watched. And then I got myself so confused. Happened to you? You understand? Yeah. And I got myself so confused to the point that I would see people making money online. I'm like, what are they doing? What am I missing? Like, I was like, what am I missing? I have a good work ethic. What am I missing? Because see, my heart was just not in network marketing anymore. I literally didn't know what to do. I looked at many things. Here's the crazy part. September 9th of 2022 is the day my life has completely changed. I will never forget this day like it was yesterday, by the way. By the way, if you go to my Facebook, you see I'm very rarely on Facebook. But that day I posted some stories on Facebook that evening because I was hosting the cross-country dinner for my son. And my 3-year-old granddaughter was with me. And you know how you when you post stories on social media, you got to put your phone down and you can't close the app. Well, that was me. And so a few hours later, My granddaughter brings me my phone. Well, what are you going to do when a 3-year-old brings you your phone, right? You're going to go, oh gosh, what's going on here? I looked at my phone and it was still on Facebook. Well, what do? We scroll. Like it's a habit, like if the app's open, we're just going to scroll a little bit. Well, I scrolled and that's where I seen a post. This is the power of social media, by the way. I seen a post and it said everything I needed to hear, by the way. It wasn't a video. I didn't have to watch anybody's live. It was a post and it said every single thing I needed to hear. It said no MLM, no monthly expenses. Those two things had my attention. Make 100% profit. I'm like, time out. How can you make 100% profit? Okay, no MLM, no monthly expenses, make 100% profit, 2-hour workday. I'm like, what is this? I was at the point, I didn't give a crap if it was a scam. I just wanted to know what it was because I was like, what if it's not? What if it's not a scam? So I sent her a direct message because she didn't have an automated system. And I said, how can you make 100% profit? She goes, because the company gives us a website and we pay a small website fee. It was actually $59 back then. And I go, so you have a one-time investment for the program where I'm actually going to learn something and I get to make 100% profit if I decide to sell it? She goes, yes. I'm like, well, I've been reselling the exact same network marketing products for years and years and years, making a small percent. I can make 100%. I'm like, I'm in. I remember saying this to her. I'm not going to get started tonight because I know if I get started tonight, I'll never go to bed because I'll be so excited going through it. I go, I'm going to get started tomorrow. She goes, it's our 25th wedding anniversary tomorrow. So if I'm in a delay of giving you the stuff, that's why. I remember it was like it was yesterday. Like it's so vivid, like it happened yesterday because that was the day I had the courage to change my life. I'm telling you, no matter how great a program is, no matter how great a course is, no matter how great a coach is, if you are not willing to become super intentional about changing your life will never change. September 9th of 2022 was the day I decided to change my life. I was like, what's the worst case scenario? What's the worst case scenario? Have you ever asked yourself that before you tried something new? Hey, my friend, how are you? Hanging out with me on YouTube. What's the worst case scenario? So I thought about that. The worst case scenario is I actually can learn something new. If I can live with the worst case, I'm ready for the best. What if it works? What if I do start attracting daily pay customers? So I was like, the worst case, I can learn digital marketing, learn something new. The best case, attract daily paying customers. I'm in. And then my mind immediately went to other moms. And I was like, oh my gosh, moms need this. Moms need to know how to make 100% profit. Moms need to know how they can build a business with no monthly expenses. Moms need to know how they don't have to work their face off or spend hours and hours and hours direct messaging people to make money. Moms need this. And I was all in. I became so intentional with this. So you get an automated system. That's the game changer. What that means, it's not just a website. I'm telling you guys this right now. If you just have a website, you're trading time for dollars still. Because if you're not promoting or pushing your website on people, guess what? You're not making money. So I learned through digital marketing to build an email list. No matter what you guys walk away with today, email equals income. The best thing you can do for your life, for your future, for your freedom is build an email list. Email equals income. The bigger you build your email list, the more income you will make. Ask yourself this. How many email lists are you on? How many lists are you on? You name me one wildly successful person on this planet or business that hasn't built an email list. I will wait because there isn't any. I get emails from my grocery store about the weekly coupons. Think about it. Every wildly successful company and person has built an email list. Here's why. You have zero control over social media. At any time, the algorithms can change. Situations can change, right? At any time. But nobody can take your email list away from you. That's complete ownership. This is why having your own automated system, I call it the freedom machine, because it just freely is out there working for you 24/7. So you want to have your own, because you get to build your own legacy. It's what's changed everything for me. Like literally, that's the main thing that has changed everything for me, was building an email list. Building an email list. And so that's what I did. I literally went out. So it took me 2 days, by the way, to get everything connected. And what you connect is you get your own domain. Like my domain is dailypaybusiness.com. Here's why I chose that name. Because I thought it would be really fun to show people a 6-figure blueprint, how they can make daily pay online in multiple different incomes, multiple different streams of income. So I was like, daily pay business. Who doesn't want a daily pay business? Easy to say, easy to spell, and easy to remember. Hey, Nicholas, I am fantastic. I'm hanging out. I'm in Vegas. I start a mastermind tomorrow. So I won't be going live tomorrow. Or maybe in the evening. I don't know. So anyway, I'm hanging out in Vegas. That's why my lighting is so crappy. I was laughing earlier. I was like, you guys, I have no fancy equipment. I have a tripod that actually one of my members of my mastermind gave it to me. Like she got me this tripod because she saw how janky mine was. Isn't that hilarious? So it's not even, I didn't even pay for the tripod. All I have is a tripod. So that's why my lighting is so crappy. Yeah. So anyway, I'll be here all week. And then it's crazy that I leave here. So I'm in Pacific time. And then I leave here and then I'm going all the way to Florida time. So 3-hour difference. So my schedule's going to be a little crazy. Hello. How you guys doing? Thank you for hanging out on YouTube. I have YouTube here. I have TikTok here. So anyway, 2 days, you get your own domain, complete ownership. You guys, nobody can take this away from you. You know, you have a job that you put 40, 50 hours a week in, you could be laid off at any time, right? When you build an email list, you have complete control. You have complete ownership. When I heard that, I was like, that's it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm older and I'm sick and tired of starting over. I don't want to start over again. I just want to build legacy wealth. How many of you would love to build legacy wealth? That was me. But I had stinking thinking back in 2022. I was like, if I can just make $54,000 my first year while I'm learning digital skills, I'll be excited for that. I couldn't see myself making more than $54,000. I didn't realize the power of social media and email automations. Here's why. Because in my mind, I had always traded time for dollars. I was always spending time direct messaging people. You don't have to do that. When I realized I no longer had to work hard to make money, I just learned to leverage systems to make money. Now, many of you hearing that right now might be going, oh my gosh, but I don't know anything about tech. Neither do I. I know nothing about tech. I don't care to learn anything about tech. And I didn't want to take the time to learn it. That's why we give you a pre-built, done for you, proven to work system. Proven to work system. All I had to do is get my own domain and plug in my payment gateway. So when I get a customer, I'm paid directly into my bank account. How would that feel? If you're doing the things that you love or that you need to do or you want to do, and you have an automated system that's out there just generating daily paying customers on the World Wide Web. You know what? Just on social media alone, you guys, there's 5 billion people just on social media alone. Here's what I love. Okay. You don't need a lot of customers to make a lot of money. Matter of fact, let me ask you this question. Listening to me right now, how many customers I mean, not not customers. Well, yeah. So if you made $1,400 off of one customer, how many customers would you need at $1,400 a month to pay for your rent or mortgage? When I ask that question, the average person says 2 customers, and their rent or mortgage would be paid for. That should be your first goal. But this whole 2 customers is all you need. Now, here's what's crazy about this. Yeah, and you just need 3 for my situation. Just 3, and there's 5 billion people. Here's the thing, and this is why, hey, good morning. This is a thing too that's so important. And I don't know, like, why I never thought about this in network marketing. But what is a customer worth? Like when you get a customer, what is that worth to you? So for example, if you know anything about network marketing, you have plans, like you can get in with the platinum or the premium or all these different plans, right? Like the company that I'm still with, but I don't promote anymore. Like $9.99 was the top product. It came with a bunch of products that I didn't even use a third of them. But to get my business in profit mode, I think I made like $150 off of that pack is it. So I would need 9 customers to get my business in profit mode. Crazy, right? But this product, when I sold it, I made $12. So somebody said, I'm grabbing my calculator. They need 3 customers. So 1,400 times 3, that's 4,200. Oops. 4,200 divided by 12. That would mean you would need 350 customers. If I was selling network marketing, I would have needed 350 customers. I have no idea why I never did this math. Wild to me. Would you rather get 350 customers to pay your mortgage every month, or would you rather get 3 customers to pay your mortgage every month? Crazy, right? It is a thing. Now, here's the thing though. When I went to digital marketing, I'm just going to be like, this is for real. This is where my mind went. You're having a hard time selling a $12 product. How are you going to sell a $1,400 or a $900 program? Here's what I discovered. It's a hell of a lot easier. You know why? Because it's not me anymore. It's not me having to pitch or sell people. I now have a system that does that for me. Imagine just getting 2 customers or 3 customers a month and your mortgage and rent's paid for, and you never had to direct message anybody for that. You never had to get on the phone with anybody for that. You never had to go find that customer. What if it was through your automated system? That was huge for me. And day 3 of me having my system up, day 3, I got my first customer. It was a $300 customer. And I'll never forget it. Me and my little Peanut were in my little like dining kitchen area. I don't even know what you call it. And my watch made this really weird noise. And I was like, I just got a customer. A complete stranger just bought from me. This is awesome. I didn't have to DM. I didn't have to get on the phone. I didn't have to find them. I wonder where they're from. And I went to my system and I thought they were in the United States. I'm like, this is so cool. Like, you guys, it was the coolest thing when you get a customer, when you get automated income that you didn't have to do anything for it. It's a game changer. That was the moment I was like, maybe it will work. Maybe it will. No, it wasn't a breakfast nook. I don't know. It was kind of like a wasted space. I had like a dining room area, I had a kitchen area, and it was weird. Anyway. Yes, people are really hurting. They are. That's why I love this, because here, what I promote now, 1 customer, you're in profit mode. Pretty cool. I love that for families, because I'm like, And it's cheaper than the TV you got on your wall. And you know, in 2025, there was 213 million TVs sold in 2025, and the average TV cost $1,000. So people have no problem putting a TV on their credit card or with their taxes getting a TV or saving for a TV. They have no problem with that. But that TV will never attract you daily paying customers. That TV will never allow you to pay your mortgage or get out of debt. That TV will never allow you to leave a legacy. And that's what I love, because no matter who purchases my program, you will never lose anything. You will gain in knowledge, gain in understanding, gain in skills, and maybe even gain in income. That's up to you if you want to make that. The e-learning industry, you guys, is the fastest growing industry out there. It is the coolest industry where you can make 100% profit. How that's possible? Because you don't have all the costs involved. You don't have all the costs involved. So yeah, if you're promoting a digital program and giving a company a percent, they're just trying to make money off of you because they don't need to. There's other ways to absorb the cost it runs to have a digital program. There is. And that's why when I launched my program, I was like, I don't want to make money off of my community. I want them to keep 100% of the profits. I want them, all their hard work that they put into it, I want them to keep that. That is something that is so important to me. But greed takes a lot of people over. And they're like, no, I want a percent of what they're making. I just don't believe that. Yeah. I want to be rich. Yes. You know, it's like, I never wanted to be rich, but I never wanted to have to look at my bank account again. Right? I wanted to be able to travel and just make insane memories with my kids, because my children are never going to remember that Netflix movie we watched, but they'll remember that trip next week when we go to Florida. We'll be talking about that in 40 years from now, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's experiencing a huge explosion right now. You guys, it does over 1.2 billion a day. A day. You know how much money is to be made in this industry? Why not you? Why not you? I had a gentleman who's actually on my live yesterday. He might be on here today, and he emailed me. Very cool perspective. He goes, I have a job. I trade time for dollars, exactly like what you said. And he's literally like, is this he goes, I don't have no tech skills. He goes, I don't do anything on social media but scroll. He goes, is this something that I could do? And you know, I can't tell you how many emails I get like that. But my point of saying that is I replied back to him, and I actually kind of did a walkthrough, showed him what my community looked like and, you know, the choices. And what he replied back was so wild to me. He goes, 1,400 is nothing. He goes, I spend that between gas and parking at my job in 3 months. Just the gas to his job and the parking fees he has to pay in 3 months. I'm like, holy crap. He goes, oh yeah, and I have a commute. I'm like, oh my gosh. And he goes, I'm in. And it's interesting because he's like, just the tax breaks alone is going to save me a bunch of money. I'm like, yes, people don't understand the tax breaks. That's why I have a gal inside my community that's actually going to share the tax breaks with you guys if you're inside my community on Thursday. Because if you understand the tax breaks, there's no tax breaks on buying a TV, but there's a heck of a lot of tax breaks on launching your own online business and getting educated. Yeah, I know. In 3 months. I'm like, holy cow. Crazy. You think about that, how much he spends on that. And he goes, I just am done. And he goes, I keep on hearing what you said. How many customers would you need to pay your rent and mortgage? He goes, if I can just cover that, he goes, then I'll work towards this. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what I did. My mind in 2022, I was like, man, if I can just make $54,000 my first year, that covers my bills. I mean, I don't have any room to breathe, but that would cover my bills. So that's what it's like. I'm going to become so intentional on that. You guys should, do you have tech how to security your business? What do you mean by that, Randy? You guys should write this word down. Intentional. Whatever you become so intentional on that you're going to do every day, no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, if you become so intentional on it, it will happen. It will happen in every area of your life. I'll share a great story with you. So my son's a runner. He's a D1 runner for college. He actually is a paid runner. He gets paid to run, which is crazy that colleges can pay kids now. I think it's because they just don't want him to get jobs because they want him to just focus on running, because he literally, his schedule is insane. Because if you've seen the schedule of a D1 runner, you would be like, now you know why they're injured all the time. But anyway, when my son had so many adversities against him when he started running when he was little, because he had asthma and he couldn't go outside without having asthma attacks, or we would be running and then an attack would hit him. I'm only sharing that with you because even the doctors was like, you're just probably never going to be a runner. So we solved the problem of asthma through network marketing companies, by the way. And but he had so much against him, but he was so intentional of running. And it was his sophomore year in college. I'm going to fast forward. And he looked at me and he goes, I want to get a full ride scholarship as a runner. And he goes, but I do not want to go to a D2 or D3. I want to be a D1 runner. And he became so intentional. Like, you guys, he is the freakiest teenager. He's not a teenager anymore, that I've ever met in my life. He's never consumed any alcohol. He makes sure he's getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep. It would be a Friday night. His friends would be over and he'd be like, you guys got to go at 7:15. You have to go. I need to get my sleep because I got to get up at this time and this time. Even when COVID hit, he rallied a group together and they ran together. They got caught. They got in trouble. So they found another place. I'm only sharing that with you because even at 15, 16, and 17, he was so intentional. And now he's got what he wants. I'm telling you, in your life, when you become so intentional, it will happen. I look at like all of the adversity and struggles and stuff he went through, and he knew what he wanted. There was nothing stopping that boy. And he got it. You're the same way, my friend. For some reason, us as adults, because we've had trauma, we've had drama, we've had hurt, rejection, distractions, that we quit so easy on the things we want. So when I launched into digital marketing in 2022, I became so intentional. And that's what changed my life. Yeah. He is so focused. And you guys, he's had his worst season ever of injuries. Like, he can't even bend his toe. Imagine running 80 miles a week and you can't even bend your big toe. And because then he pivoted his running a little bit, so now he's got his knee messed up. He's had MRI, he's had everything. But if you know anything about coaches, they're like, you got just run until you can't anymore. So he's dealing with so much pain. And I'm like, why do you keep on doing this? He goes, I have a goal. I'm like, dude, man, you're my hero. I say that to him all the time. Like, dude, you're my hero. Like, the pain that boy's in is insane. And he continues to show up and run. And then he's like this little craziness with AI online right now. And he's helping me with real estate. Like, he literally is doing 3 real estate deals for me right now. But he's learned to, whatever you do in life, just be so intentional. Like, probably by the time I get back, the contracts will be ready for me to sign off on 3 new places. He's doing it. Like, it's insane. Like, you guys, if you need any advice on, like, literally have a 5-minute conversation with that boy, and you're going to be like, dude, he'll give you he's on his 3rd college degree. He's insane. But he learned at a young age to become so intentional with things in your life. And I really wish you understood. It won't be hard to find customers when you become intentional about becoming somebody that somebody wants to buy from. It won't be hard to make 6 figures online when you become so intentional about building a business that you're going to be proud of. I'll tell you what, money's just that byproduct. Yeah, money's just that byproduct. It just is. It just literally is. He's insane, man. I was like, okay. I literally was like, I told him what my goal with real estate was. And I said, this is my goal with real estate. How can I have you guys ever heard of a DSLR loan or something like that? Anyway, I don't know the exact name, but I said, I want to get 3 duplex properties and I want to buy a flip home. We want to do a flip home this summer. And I said, all I want out of my pocket is $15,000. I have the credit, I have the collateral, he literally figured it out. Not only did he figure it out, one of his professors at college is a lawyer for real estate. He talked to the lawyer said exactly what to do. And he figured it out. He found a realtor for me where were we traveling at? I was traveling somewhere and he found the realtor. He's found the homes. Like, he's done it all. And we got an LLC because that's going to be like, that's the empire he wants. It's insane. But I'm only telling you that is because he just learned to be intentional, almost to an annoying point, because I'm like, Landon, I got to work. No, this. And look at this. Like, it's insane. And I'm like, you're only 21. Usually 21 years old are making dumb mistakes, right? Like, literally, it's insane. But I'm telling you guys, it was because he created a pattern and habit when he was a young teenager to become very intentional. I don't know if I was in Dallas. I don't really know. We travel so much, I don't even remember. But anyway, he is a great kid. But anyway, my point is he wouldn't be the human he is today if he wouldn't have become so intentional about running and proving everybody wrong. Hope you guys grab a hold of what I just said. That's all he did. Because you're not going to tell me I can't run. You're not going to tell me this. You're not going to tell me asthma is going to stop me. Like, literally, he would say that. He's like, Mom, I don't want to go to that doctor again. He don't believe in the power of healing your own body. We got to find somebody that does. I'm like, okay. But he became so intentional, and I'm done with it. If that's the only reason why I'm so successful is because I'm just so intentional. Man, he's an introvert. He's his mama, by the way. He's an introvert, but I would love, if I could interview him, he would inspire the crap out of you just because he's so intentional. No matter what that boy does, unless something crazy happens in his life that can destroy how intentional he is, everything, he will be this insane craziness. Like, he's actually, for my Legacy Builder community, he's actually working on this AI project for me behind the scenes, that if it works as well as he thinks it's going to, I'm going to change your life in probably 90 days. It's wild. Like, all he had to do was like watch these 5 or 6 things. I don't even know. I don't even understand it. I don't care. I'm like, you just do it. Let's test it out. We have a website we're testing it out on. If it works, I'm going to share it with my community and they're going to get more time and life back. It's insane. Like, it's insane. I can't wait. So maybe if it works as well as he thinks it's going to do, I'll interview him. Yeah, just so good. Yes, he does. He actually, Cindy, that's so cool you say that. He already has his own website, and when he gets done running, him and one of his teammates, they're going to be coaches. They want to coach young kids. Because he says all the time, he goes, Mom, if you wouldn't have believed in me, I would not be who I am today. And he goes, a lot of parents don't really believe in their kids like at the level you believed in me. And he goes, so they already have he created the website himself here. He's got his programs and everything created. Yeah. But now he's really getting into real estate. Who knows? Who knows what he's going to do? Let me see. Hold on a minute. Anyway, I just sharing that with you. I know, that's what I said. Well, yeah, gosh, he actually spoke at the mastermind. Man, he had everybody crying. Like, it was crazy. He stood up and spoke at the mastermind. He literally, like, everybody, like, even the men were like, okay. Yeah, it was crazy. But I will. It's awesome. And if you guys want to learn this real estate strategy that he taught me that we're doing, like, it's gold. Like, I've never seen anything like it in my life. We always call him like, you're cray cray, man. Like, where is his mind coming from? He even gave my brother a business plan. But it's all because he created this habit of becoming so intentional. And I'm telling you right now, no matter how great what you have is, if you're not intentional, it will never work. It will never work. It just won't. So just 2 things to walk away with today. Thing number 1, email equals income. And thing number 2, whatever you decide to do, become so intentional with it. Now, here's the downside of that, right? Some of you are so loyal and so intentional with your job that guess what? You lose your job because you get capped at an income and they can't pay you more. So what they do, they hire somebody straight out of college that can do your job for $60,000 less a year, but you were intentional and you were dedicated. That's why, man, just go all in on your own business. Become so intentional with your own business and it will change your life. I love that. Danny said, my niece was in competition, cheer, and softball, and now coaches. So I'll share a really great story with you. I have a gal, Reba, inside my mastermind, and her daughter is in competitive cheer. And they cheered in Dallas, and they were at my place, and she was extremely disappointed because they got second or third. I said, that's good. She goes, no, it's not. And she's like 10, you guys. She goes, no, it's not. We should have got first. And I'm like, wow. See, now a lot of you would be like, oh, no, honey. And I'm like, you are a winner. You're a leader. Guess what? 2 weeks later, they got first. And they had to send me pictures to show me. Like, she was not set. 10. That's intentional. Like, at 10, she goes, no. Like, she didn't even want the trophy or anything. Like, they were so mad because they were so intentional of getting first, right? So yeah, so we can be very intentional and sometimes we don't get what we want, but if we don't quit, we will. And then, yeah, next competition, they got first. And she's like, see? I'm like, yes, you're a beast. I need to get her and my son together, boy. They could probably like build a city. But that's cool, right? But I'm saying, like, it's all intentional. When you become so intentional, things change. And just don't settle. Can we just stop being okay with being okay? For real. Like, for real. You know, one thing I do every day, I evaluate my performance of becoming unstoppable. I do every day. I'm like, maybe 40% today, 60%, 80%, because if I'm not at 100%, how can I be a great mentor and leader? How can I serve people at that level if I'm not even showing up my full potential? It's the person you become, man. I have it myself, crushing it myself. Yay. Yeah, it is. We have, yeah. Oh, thank you. I love, and that's one thing that's so important to me. That's why I didn't launch a course. The statistics of people that, well, I see it in my program, that never complete the modules, the course, is wild to me. I was like, nope, my program is going to be that's a video. My program is going to be a interactive program because I need to show up for you to help you get past what's blocking you in here. And that's what I love. And never in my wildest dream did I think I would build a global community all over the world. So what time is it? I'm 9, 10. Okay, I have to look. Man, these time zones. I'm going to interview Jeff inside my community in 45 minutes. Gosh, I love his story. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. He will be, maybe that video will be go out next Wednesday. Tomorrow is Christine's going to be going out on my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. But next Wednesday or tomorrow will be Christine, you guys. She turned 77 this week. And she did not want to depend on jobs or anything to make an income. And what I love about Christine is, like, she don't have the tech skills or anything, but through my program, she has learned to build a global business, but she also learned the skills to create her own community. And she does LinkedIn. And now she teaches people LinkedIn. And not only is her interview coming out tomorrow, but also then in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that, she's also teaching LinkedIn inside my community as well. And then I'm interviewing Jeff today, and then his interview will be out next week. I love his story because he has other businesses, but what the Legacy Builders program taught him and done for him is cool. One of the things he said one time, he goes, how did he say that? Taught me to be better. But he goes, I learned email. He didn't realize the power of email. So anyway, I can't wait for you guys to see it. Yeah, it's going to be so good. That's what I'm doing. I need to interview you, Nicholas. I would love to interview you. You have such a great story. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. So I had to look at the time because I'm like, I want to make sure, because it's only 9:18 here, but I know it's not. Let me see. Yeah, I have Digital Growth Community. It's a community inside school. Yeah, it's called Digital Growth Community. We have 9,000 members, like 59,200 members. Yeah. Yeah, and and Nicholas, that's what, like, some people think, the program is just get the program to, resell the program. And that is such a small percent of it, like that is such a small percent of it. It's what you learn, what you gain, and how you can monetize other income streams. That's the priceless part of it. I'm in Las Vegas. I have a mastermind that I'm going to. It starts tomorrow. So I won't be going live the next few days because I'll be in this insane mastermind. It's pretty intimidating, to be very honest with you guys. It's people that are way better than me, but that's why I'm hanging around them. You become who you hang around. So I put myself in rooms with people that I want to learn from because they're doing a lot better than me. So you had to be making $3 million a year to go. So that's the requirement. So that's what I said. It's a room full of, yeah. There's a lot of people, making 10 million a year that are going to be in that room. And we're doing our, like, where do I see my community, my Legacy Builders program in the next 3 to 5 years? So I had to fill all this paperwork out on it. And then they helped me map it out. Like, what is your biggest bottlenecks? What is the gaps that need to be filled? If you're in my community, you've seen the post I wrote yesterday, right? Because I think I know what they are. I wanted other people's opinion. And so they help you literally articulate exactly what you need to do to get there. It's pretty crazy. It's intense. It's going to be the most intense thing I've ever done in my business. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm in Vegas. Then we leave here Friday. Yeah. I would love for you to hang around me. Yeah, it's gonna be scary good. Like, I can't wait. I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you. I'm nervous, I'm just sitting at home with my house shoes on. I don't think I can wear my house shoes there tomorrow. I should, right? Can I wear my house shoes? It's my comfort zone. So anyway, but you gotta go to grow. You gotta go to grow. You gotta go to grow. So it's gonna be good. Yeah, you have to make, and you gotta show that you can't just say, I make 3 million. You gotta show it. You gotta show the tax documents that you make that. So yep, it's scary. It was one of my goals, by the way. Hold on. It was one of my goals, by the way. 2 years ago, I was like, I will be in that room. I will be making more than 3 million a year so I can be in that room. I achieved it because I came intentional. And you know how I achieved it? Focused on the amount of people I needed to impact. And that's all I do. It's how many lives can I impact? How can I serve them over here at a more in-depth level? How can I help them over here? How can I help people that are brand new and don't know anything? Like, I love it. So when you join my community, this is the sweetest thing ever, by the way. When you join, it kind of goes back to the topic of today, which we totally got off of. But when you join my community, you immediately get an automated message from me. And one of the automated messages from me is it's like, hey, nobody will ever DM you and take you to WhatsApp or Telegram. So with that being said, TikTok, I will never direct message you. So if you're getting a direct message from a Michelle O'Neill, I can promise you it's not me. The best way to talk to me is through my email. How do you find my email? Go to the link in my bio. Then you know 1000% you're talking to me. Well, anyway, this gal, she's older and she joined. She replied to my sweet message and she goes, Michelle, can I ask you what is DM? I looked at her picture. She probably looks like she's 70. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to hug her right now. Because, you know, like she's older. And I said, it means direct message. And I didn't think about maybe I should write the word direct message out. So, Michelle, can I ask you what is DM? Oh my gosh, you don't even think about that. I know, it's so cute, right? And I looked at her picture and was like, oh, see, that's what makes my heart smile. It's like seeing people that decided to give themselves another chance to live life on their terms. That's it. That's truly what my program does. If you really want to know. Yeah, you learn to never direct message people. Yeah, you learn to build social media. You learn to build a business without no monthly expenses. You learn to make 100% profit, but you really learn to have a chance to live life on your terms. That's it. And that was my main goal. No hustle, no grind. It just really to just ownership and completely take control of your life. Because when you learn how to leverage systems and when you learn how to make multiple income streams from many different sources, that's ownership. Like, I want each and every one of you waking up every day knowing you got at least $10,000 a month in reoccurring income coming in. There's many different ways that can come in. Could come in through affiliate marketing. Could come in because you launch your own, you have the courage to launch your own community like Christine did. 77 years old, has her own community helping people with LinkedIn, creating passive income and a reoccurring income. Those are two income streams each and every one of you should want. Passive and reoccurring. That's it. If you don't want passive and reoccurring, you're going to have to trade time for dollars. Yeah. Okay. I literally, with the team, have helped create an app that will build capital credibility infrastructure. So can I give you a hot tip? I wouldn't go spam on people's lives to try to market what you have. First of all, I think it's disrespectful. I can teach you marketing in an ethical way if you want to learn it. I'm just saying. So, should I even have time to think about the cruise? Anyway, you guys, that's what I'm saying. Like, respect people. Like, I would never in my wildest dreams get on anybody's live and promote something I have. I would get on your live to support you. That's what leaders do. They support other people. So anyway, there's my feedback for you, sir. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. Okay. Anyway, there you go. And it's so true, man. If you should never create content to be seen. You want to create content for others to be seen by you. How do you do that? By storytelling and knowing what their pain points and struggles are and how what you sell can provide that transformation to fix it. Yeah. That's it. That's it. So anyway, I think I need to go. I need to get ready for my interview with Jeff. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But my main topic today was how you can build a business without DMing people, but we kind of went on how to be intentional in your life. I hope it served one of you today that you're like, I'm fired up. I want to change my life, because man, you can change your life, my friends. And I'm super excited. Again, I follow me on TikTok and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You will know when I'm going live again. But I will be literally hammered 2 solid days at this mastermind. It's like 12-hour days, like 24 hours. I'll be going in 2 days, and my brain's going to be fried. But I will be back. No, I will be back Friday, and I will go live Friday. I just don't know what time. So I found you on YouTube. Yay! Good. So just follow me here, and then you'll get notified when I go live on Friday. It'll be Friday morning sometime. I just don't know what time with these time zones like that. I would love to interview you, Nicholas, if you're open for it. I would really love that. I love there's so much more to our program than what people even can understand. And I've done a really bad job of getting that out there. And I apologize for that, because I just need to interview, because we have thousands and thousands of amazing people inside our community. And that's why I'm doing weekly testimonials, to really get the word out of, let people hear stories like yours, Nicholas, of what you've been able to do, right? It's just amazing to me, and there's so much more to it. There's a gentleman in South Africa that I'm trying to line up to interview him. His wife actually bought the program, that he took it to learn marketing for for him. And now he gets 6-figure brand deals because of it. And now he's launched his own course, his own coaching business because of it. And so I'm going to line that up to interview them. Are you waiting on me? I know, it's awful. Yeah. Okay. Our internet here is bad. And I literally thought about that. When we've stayed here before, because I love the view of it. I like the size of it, but the internet is really, really bad. I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay. Oh yeah, we have a free webinar tonight. Thank you, my friend. I'm sorry, Danny. I'll tell him when he comes back. I'll tell him you said hi. Yeah, we do have a free webinar tonight. Yeah, so if you want details about my program, just go to dailypaybusiness.com, or just go to the link in my bio and click on that, and then it will take you. And when you put your email in, I'm going to give you free access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint that breaks it down in detail. There's a video attached. And then, so if you don't see it in your email in like 5 to 10 minutes, just check your spam or promotions folder. It could have gone there. After you watch the video, my friend, just email me with any questions. I would love to answer your questions. I am clear. Yay. But I do have I about said workshop, a free webinar I'm doing tonight that I'm really breaking down how you can have an online business, and how you don't have to direct message people. You don't have to share your profits with anyone, and how you truly can have peace and freedom, and you can design your own life. I'm going to cover that down tonight. So if you can attend again, when you go to dailypaybusiness.com, you'll be getting the link, or you can reply to that email with webinar link, and I'll send it to you now. If you are in like international in a different country, and that is like in the middle of the night for you, I got you. I'll send the replay out. You can watch the replay. It's going to be good. I have a gentleman talking tonight. He's never spoken before on our webinars, and his name is Logan. I have a son named Logan, so I won't forget that name. And he's a dad. He works out, and I think he made $3,000 last week. Something like that. He'll share a story tonight. Imagine you have a full-time job, you take care of your health, you spend time with your family, you take care of your family, and you made an extra $3,000 in a week or 2 or month, right? Anyway, he's going to share his story, but he's going to also share with you what the program has unlocked for him. It's unlocked many different possibilities for him. So I can't wait for you to hear his story tonight. And again, international, and that's the wrong time zone for you. As soon as it's over tonight, I promise you I'll get you guys the replay. So you should wake up in the morning with the replay. Right? I want you to wake up with the replay. But real quick, before I go, anybody have any questions for me that I can answer? I would love to answer any questions for you, but I'm telling you guys, you don't have to spend hours direct messaging people. If you got people direct messaging you, they've not learned marketing. Let's just be real right now. Do you want to spend hours direct messaging people? Heck no. That's trading time for dollars. Not the tech savvy, only know a little to get by. You probably know more than me then. Like, I'm not tech savvy at all. All I did was just like, I watched the videos and I just followed it. Like, that's it. It was super simple to do. Yeah. Here's a great part. Once your system is set up, guess what? It's set up. You don't got to mess with it again. It's just always out there working for you. What was your biggest fear about doing this in September of 2022? My biggest fear, Nicholas, honestly, and this is why I say I had to rip the rearview mirror off. My biggest fear was, what if it didn't work and I wouldn't be able to be at my son's races when he went to college? That was my biggest fear. So I had to look in the mirror and be like, okay, you got to get rid of that stinking thinking, because having that weight on you, it's going to weigh you down. Like, for example, if I'm telling myself that every day, what's going to happen? The moment a video gets no views, I'm going to be like, see? My brain is wired to be right. Your brain is wired to be right. So if I would have planted that seed and repeated that over and over again, every time something didn't go smooth, I would have said, see, it's not going to work. And fear would have creeped in. And when fear creeps in, confidence goes bye-bye and procrastination shows up and inconsistency happens. So what I did is I ripped the rearview mirror off and I said, no. There's no money made in those emotions. And you can't be super intentional if you feel that way. So let's just make sure you're not in the same place in 6 months. So I had to literally create a different identity. I had to do that identity shift. And it wasn't because I said it one time. I had to tell myself that every day. Every day. I literally said every day, I will learn the skills to become a 6-figure earner in the digital space. I will learn the skills to become a 6-figure earner in the digital space. I said it until I literally couldn't see my life any other way. And then guess what? I did hit 6 figures in 6 months. That's it. That's it. You can't be intentional looking about because you can. Yeah, exactly. And that's it. So I literally just said it. And at first it was weird. I was like, I will be a 6-figure. I didn't believe it. So I had to say it. And I became more powerful and more I was unstoppable. That's what I'm meaning by that. So then when I hit 6 figures, this is how my brain works. I realized how many lives I impacted to achieve that 6 figures. So I'm like, let's go for $1 million. And that was scary, by the way, because there's never in my entire life has there been one part of me to think that I could ever become a self-made millionaire. Not one part of me. So I had to do a huge identity shift. It was so huge, the identity shift I had to take, you guys, that guess what? I knew I'd say I hit my first $1 million in 17 months. I think it was actually like 15 and a half, to be honest with you, but I wouldn't look. I wouldn't look because I just still couldn't believe it. And so I couldn't get, what's that word I'm looking for? Like distorted on my vision of building a wildly successful community by feeling unworthy of that success. And it was Amy inside my community, and she wanted me to talk in her community. And she goes, you've hit $1 million. I'm like, I think so. I don't know. She goes, I want you to look. Like, she made me look because she wanted me to say it, because she's like, you are worthy of this. So I'm telling you what, you guys, the money you make is going to get the pressure off and change your life, but the person you become is what you'll never forget. Weak people don't make millions, by the way. So the strength, the courage that you create is amazing. You know what I love about it? What it's taught my kids and my grandkids. That's priceless right there. Like, that's priceless right there. Priceless right there. It's just absolutely priceless. You know, we talk about the money because that's what grabs your guys' attention. I don't think anybody gets excited about, yeah, I'm gonna gain a knowledge, I'm gonna learn new skills. I don't think anybody gets excited about that. But they get excited with the fact that probably their mortgage could be paid if they really gain in knowledge and learn skills. Or, you know, gosh, could I make 6 figures? But I will tell you what, it's the money. It's just the byproduct to the person you become. And that's everything. And just remember that, like, when you decide to have the courage, be very intentional and launch your own online business, you are changing that generational struggle. You could be the one to get rid of the generational struggle and create generational wealth. That can be you. That can be you. You can become this really good role model, because if you're that parent or that grandparent saying, I wish we could do that, or we can't afford it, or maybe someday, if you're that person, you're teaching the younger generation that it's okay to stay broke, stay stuck, and stay unfulfilled. Sorry, but not sorry. We got to change it. You have the ability in today's digital world to change it. You're not a tree. You can move. You can make a move. You're not a tree. If you got a tree down, it's dead. You can change, my friend. Yeah. Then I would log into the program and start going through it, my friend. Log into the community and going through it. You know, and this is what I love about this. Some people will join my program and life gets in the way. Some people join my program and go all in, and then life gets in the way, right? That's why I've literally said, since I created my community in 2022, I will be here whenever you're ready, because I understand the life change it creates. So, yeah. Yep. I understand the life change. Yeah, there you go. I bought mine 3 weeks ago and started immediately. Yes. Yeah. I understand the life change it makes. And it's just, you know, everybody's different. And that's what I say. Embrace your pace. Embrace your pace. Go at your own pace, because everybody has a completely different pace. Yeah, everybody has a completely different pace. And I love that. Yep. I love that. So anyway, okay. Hello, my friend. Okay. I gotta go get ready to interview Jeff. I can't wait. His interview will be launching a week from tomorrow. Every Wednesday on my YouTube channel, Winning Wednesday, that we will launch a testimonial from somebody inside my community. And they're all different testimonials. It's not all just this massive success somebody's had. It's all different stories that people have had. Okay, so today is, or tomorrow is going to be Christine. She's 77. Yeah. Now, here's something else I do want to say because of the comment I just seen. One thing I love about my program with having the resale rights. Not everybody starts with the resale rights. Like, some people just want to get the education of it. When you can sell a program that has already sold to 59,000+ people in such a short time, it sells. So if somebody struggles getting sales, you're lacking in knowledge somewhere, that your content isn't converting, or you're not intentional with your business, or you don't have the confidence, or you haven't mastered who your perfect customer is, and you're not creating content for them. Now, the exciting part of all that is that's fixable. You can fix that. Isn't that exciting? Like, if I wanted to go out for basketball, they're going to be like, oh, no, Michelle, you are way too short. I can't fix that. But when you're like, for example, let's just bring this. So I got my cell phone through Verizon. Why do you guys realize that Verizon is an $18 billion a year company off of other people's products? All they do is sell proven products. Because they're like, why would we compete with a company that's already solved all the people's problems? Let's just sell them and become $1 billion company off of other people's products. So why does this Verizon 5 miles down the street that's selling the exact same iPhone, why do they go out of business? Poor management, maybe? Sucked at marketing? Not good employees. It's not what they're selling. Because if other stores can sell it, it sells. So when you have that mindset shift in anything, same thing with network marketing, right? Like, the products work, people buy them. It's just a harder comp plan. But when you have that mindset shift, what I just gave you, and if you can't get customers, you just got to gain in knowledge and skills. And the moment it clicks, the moment it clicks. But if you're putting out there in the universe, I'm not getting customers, I'm not getting customers, I'm trying, I'm not getting customers, your brain is wired to make you right. You will never get a customer if you continue to tell yourself that. You gotta create that different identity. Until you do, you'll never make money. That's why I was like, I couldn't see myself, right? Nicholas asked me that question. So I had to tell myself, I will learn the skills to make 6 figures in the digital space. I will become a 6-figure earner in the digital space. Do you think I'm going to attract more customers than you? Or do you think you're going to attract more customers than me? Because you're like, I'm not getting any customers. My content's not converting. Nobody's watching it. Who is going to get more customers? The one showing up with confidence and intentional and belief, or the one having a pity party? It's just the way the world is. No different than weight loss, by the way. If you're like, I'm big boned, I can't, I'm hungry all the time, I'm never going to lose weight, you're right. But if you're over here going, I'm not big boned, like every skeleton looks about the same size, I just need to readjust what I'm eating so I don't have cravings anymore, who's going to lose weight? You could be in the same gym, the same coach. Why does this person lose weight? That doesn't. Does that mean the coach in the gym doesn't work? No, that means you weren't willing to create a new identity. The moment you, in anything in your life, the moment you create that new identity, your entire world will change. But you have to have the courage to create it and change the stinking thinking and the thoughts you tell yourself. Because if you continue to tell yourself that, you're going to be right. But if you continue to tell yourself, I will be a 6-figure earner in the digital space, or my mortgage will be paid because of the digital space, guess what? You'll be right. The only way you won't be right is if you quit. Yeah. Customers are buying on social media all the time. People are buying through emails all the time. People are buying digital programs all the time. The only way they're not buying from you is because of that old identity. Change your identity and watch your life change. It's that simple. Just got to do it. And you know what? The moment you change your identity, you'll start having fun. That's in everything. Like, I'll tell you what, if you're trying to lose weight and you're over here beating yourself up, it's hard. It's hard. I want this. You're going to go back to that. If you're over here going, woo, I'm up for the challenge, but I want to look sexy in my bikini, I'm doing this, you will do it. Has nothing to do with the gym, has nothing to do with the diet. It has to do with the new identity you told yourself. The moment you flip that switch, there's not one of you on here right now that couldn't financially change your life in 2026. The only reason you won't is because that identity, your old identity that got you broke, you're not willing to get rid of that. I call it the stinking thinking. Get rid of it and watch your life change. Yeah. Yes, if it's too negative, you can talk yourself out of anything in life. Yeah. Anyway, you guys are awesome. I don't know. I kind of feel like today was a little TED Talk. Like my topic is why you don't need to DM people to make money. And I kind of went on a little different area, right? Oh my gosh, you guys are great. Anyway, I'm going to miss you guys tomorrow. I won't be going live Wednesday or Thursday. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube. That way you'll be notified when I go live on Friday. I probably won't even be able to, I'll be so fired. I'll either be like so fired up from my mastermind, or my mind is going to be so like blown away with all the stuff. Either way, it's going to be good, right? Oh my goodness. So anyway, have an awesome day. YouTube, as always, you've been great. I apologize, YouTube, like you've kind of seen under my chin most of the day. I'm no fancy mentor. I don't have any fancy lighting. I miss simpleton, and I built a multi-million-dollar business just being simple, but truly loving to serve people. And I love serving you guys. You guys are amazing. My life is completely different because of you guys. Building a global business has been the funnest thing I've ever done. So YouTube, I will see you on Friday. Oh, I will be going live on YouTube later on today with my webinar. So maybe some of you I'll see later on. And TikTok,